to get used to. And Sonic, I actually had to think really hard a second ago when you were talking about the Sonics thing. Like, I know that Kirby Kid has gotten some dubs in, but it was in winners. Like, nobody's really had a successful job really sealing the coffin on Sonix. But here in winner's side, Mario tried to be the first one to hit the nail on it and see if he could do it. Starting on an FD, I actually really like it. It removes platform escapes and pressure on platforms that Sonix could do to him, while also having full range to do exactly that. Chuck all of the Pikmin directly at him and just stop his approach.
So I know theoretically, yeah, this stage makes a lot of sense for Olimar versus Sonic, but in practice, don't take Sonic to FD, please, or don't take Sonix specifically, excuse me, to FD. It's his statistically best stage.
Yeah,
avoid it at all costs for him.
Another place I always suggest is don't ever go to Yoshi's Island, and you'll hear that from quite a few of us on the mic. It's like, just don't do it. Oh, up smash out of shield, though, punishing him for getting a little bit aggro on shield, and I love it. Abuse invincibility, run right back up, dump him straight in the face, and he's lucky he avoided that back air attempt.
I think Sonix maybe got caught a little bit lacking in that situation, wasn't really ready to DI it correctly, so Myran did get a little bit lucky there with an early stock. Let's see how long it takes before Sonix can take it back, and the answer is not very long as he goes down nearly immediately. But Myran building up so much percent here with a couple Pikmin tosses into a grab, already up to nice 57%. This is what he needs.
Nice, clean, and efficient. That's the entire thing you want to do in this matchup. And I really like how Sonix is just not, he doesn't wait too long to find a gap. He looks for where it's a possible Pikmin toss that could come his way. Instead of just, it's respecting them heavily. It's okay, he's gonna do it throughout the whole set. I'm gonna find a way to get by it. And he's taking some damage, that way he could get rid of it, so he could force Myran to have to get more, and then he gets him into these situations where he could easily push him to the ledge. So even though he took 82% trying to get in, he's consistently been able to push him to the corner.
That he's given up center stage control to Myran, this is where things are going to start to be a problem. See, like how Sonix is being forced to go from one side of the stage to another, waiting for an opening, while Myran's just really not giving it to him. And that's going to be a big problem if that continues as the set progresses, because Myran especially, but Olimar in general, with center stage control, is absolutely terrifying, Ajax, because with those purple Pikmin that he can build up and get on the board, all he has to do is wait for you to approach once, get maybe an up smash, maybe a down smash, or even a blue Pikmin grab out of shield, and you're just dead. I
really like the mental awareness that Myran has consistently to make sure that he pays attention to where he wants the homing attack, and he's been trying to punish it with up smash. Also, Myran on ledge is very frightening too, because down smash is the go-to for Myran. Like, if you're at ledge, outside of throwing out, side B into F smash bait, that down smash is really safe. It has like next to little end lag, and it's a good way to cover people who just don't expect it. And especially with the purple, just send you flying. But even with the other ones, it has a nice amount of horizontal range, and back air out of shield is also another really good option.
Yeah, that one's going to be a little bit painful, but Sonix looking to take the stock back almost immediately. Not quite able to find it yet. Even that back air can't kill coast to coast.
Yeah, Sonix has absolutely no
stage. Wow.
Right after invincibility's up, Sonix is just gunning straight for you. Straight up like, come here. Trying to immediately get him with an air. And chilling at 171, never mind. That would have been nice if you could get a few Pikmin on him to at least get some damage over time. But Sonic's finally able to find the mark.
He does find it, like, you say finally, but he finds it in short order. Like, with these
he's very efficient with it.
He's now absolutely taking the lead. Myran's finding himself in trouble. The stage spike, not tech. But Olimar does have a pretty decent recovery if you ask around. Sonix, though, not willing to let him even touch sweet ground. Continues to the advantage, and he can't get back, Ajax.
Yeah, look at this pressure right now from Sonix. He just kept going after him at the ledge over and over, put out a bunch of back airs, and then followed it up with a homing attack, because it made it look like, oh, you don't have a jump, you can't do anything else. You already used all your back airs up. And another thing, too, like, you always have to be wary of when you're off stage, because Sonix will hunt you down just like that. He will cover the side if you have no hitbox on that recovery with up B, and he will delete it, which confirms straight into a back air. That was smooth by Sonix.
Yeah, I absolutely love the spin dash into the ledge to push Myran up and out right into, like you said, the sweet spot of that back air. It hurts so much. It does so much damage. And it's going to take Sonic's game one. So remember what I said a second ago, Ajax, about, sure, in theory, the stage seems like it'll be really good for Myran in this matchup. In practice, don't let Sonix go to FD. Keep him on PS2, keep him on Smashville, keep him on maybe even Town, despite the fact that you're going to think a longer stage is very bad. Take him to Town. because you don't want to see him on FD or Yoshi's.
I think a big thing that you're probably not going to see out of Sonic's that would benefit Myran as well is that something like Smashville is not going to be left open. That's a
Grab a pair of scissors off my desk, but I don't have any. Get like my TV remote, it just like it falls down and goes, ah.
Yeah, like luckily, like I was using this recently, so actually I have a little bit too much stuff on my desk. Actually, I need to clean it up. Luckily, y'all can't see it though, so it looks like things might have been settled properly via lag test, and we'll get confirmation on that. Actually, no.
Looks like they're gonna play the set out, at least according to Smash GG. But I do have something on my desk that I think is the most important thing in the world. I'll show it to you real quick.
What that?
This is my jug of apple juice.
You know what? I have like 3 containers of apple juice upstairs. Actually, I'm about to run up there and go grab one.
Dude, Mott's apple juice. It is what allows me. It is what allows me to TO. If I didn't have Mott's apple juice, none of these events would run.
You know what's funny? I just saw my roommate said, like, put a face in chat. He's about to go hide it all. All right, going into this next one here, running it back onto FD. Like, I get the idea behind it. I'm not too sure if I agree with it completely yet, but we'll see if it works out for Myran here. Switching it back up with a bit more of an aggressive approach off the start rather than trying to like hang back.
Right, he tried last game, he tried to play Sonix's game, he tried to hold center stage control and let Sonix approach him. Didn't work. He ended up losing at the end because he got just kind of, when Sonix did decide to rush down, he absolutely destroyed any and all of Myran's defenses. So, now he's trying for a different approach, which, you know, gotta commend that. Like, when one thing doesn't work, don't keep trying to do it over and over. He's going for a much more aggressive approach here, and it's starting to work out at least, but we won't be able to know until that first stock heads out.
You have to when you're playing against someone like Sonix, because you can try and like control the pace of the game as all you want, but he knows how to instantly snap when he needs to at the right times to go on aggro, to like get rid of your stock and just go back to the pace he wants. This is a perfect lineup for Myran right now, though. He's got the throw on deck. He's got double purples. Like, this is a lot of pressure on Sonix.
He's got blue, purple, purple, but the fact remains that he still has to actually get near Sonix. He's going for the dare. Not going to connect with it, and one of the purples has left this world, so he's going to have to try and figure something else out, because these side Bs just aren't connecting the way we want them to, or the way that Myran wants them to, especially just because Sonix knows that Myran is going to be going for these Pikmin throws, so he's just constant, like even more constant than you would usually see in a Sonic set. He's just constantly charging Spin Dash because it beats Pikmin throw.
Well, you also notice that there's something that he's doing in particular. He will challenge anything not purple. He's like, okay, I can get by purples because if I happen to get it on me, I'm still moving forward. If it's purple, it's gonna stop my forward momentum, and I'm gonna have to take this hit. So he's been actively playing around it, similar way that he played around Sharp's Wolf Laser recently when that was one of his counter picks, and it's so smart. Now that there's double, look how much like more. Yeah, he's chilling back a bit more, and he only moved forward because red was the one that was next in line.
But he also only moves forward once that purple is no longer in Myran's hands. But speaking of things in his hands, so is Sonix. He's going to get caught by that blue Pikmin up throw and going to die for it. But Myran at 130, he's not too far from the kiss of death that is fair off stage. He wants that spin dash into ledge back air that we saw close out the last game. Myran manages to avoid it this time, and that was masterful, but it's not quite going to close it out yet.
Yeah, the clank coming in where he did not need it most. He's still gonna just kind of like throwing out a couple hits and just forcing something out of Sonix. Sonix finally finds the back air at the ledge though, and now see, once again, no purples in the way. He will consistently react to the throw and just dip right in.
He is going to be trying to approach past this wall that Myran's putting up, but it's just not working out all too well for him is the big problem. Like, he's getting in these hit and run situations where he gets his 21% off of a spin charge, but more often than not, Myran's actually coming out on top in the trades, which is something that was sorely lacking in his previous game against Sonix.
Yeah, you got
the trade game just wasn't there, but now that it is, this is actually looking very, very doable for Myran.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of that every time. Just like capitalize on every small mistake that Sonic actually gives you. Sonix knows how to play like overtime though. He understands like, okay, I'm gonna get the kill percent, but then I'll actively try to dip. However, wake up DP, just get up, throw out that up smash. You guys are just mixing up with each other. There's not really like forward smash wouldn't have activated fast enough to beat out that up smash here. That was smart, but you are never ever comfortable off stage when Sonix is the one on the screen.
Yeah, just that spin dash rush down into the back air is going to do so much there. But speaking of so much, that was 61 damage in one combo from Myran. Just 2 up airs and a dare.
That's why
brought
I don't...
Sonix all the way to the nicest of percents, and he is very potentially nearing where Myran could take the stock and the game.
See, this is why I don't ever listen to the Olimar complaints, because they still can get big damage, and that damage over time, they still got plenty going for them. Obviously, there's a couple issues here and there, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take like a quick 61% off of a string, where I could then force people to have to come at me, who are gonna take like a solid 30 just off of tick damage.
And here's the double purple setup right now. With Sonix at 110%, that triple-digit percent spells basically death for him should he get in close with Myran. One up smash, one down smash, something, anything could potentially kill him here, especially if he gets chased off stage with the back air. But Sonix knows this. He's playing super defensively, super well, holding down center stage control. Now he's really chasing Myran off stage. Oh no, he just did. Did he just kill himself?
No, he still got air dodge. He gets back pretty far, but like, he had such a good position there, and he ruined all of Myran because he literally just decked all 3 of the Olimar, all of the Pikmins. And goodbye.
Blue Pikmin up throw, ladies and gentlemen. Blue Pikmin up throw. That is what happens when you're a good character.
All I'm saying, chat, for one, is that was a good game too. However, once we go to transition, I just want people to know that I am ready to take on Tomato Town. Because my roommate brought me the Chug Jug.
Hey,
I'm waiting for
you
it.
and me. I don't know. Nick, come on.
Nick, come on. Come on, don't let me down. Don't let me down, Nick.
Nick,
what are you doing? Nick, where are you at?
Come on.
You can't let me set it up like that and not be able to just show the people.
Nick, there we go. Yeah! Cheers, bro.
Oh my god. No, don't make me do it. I'll drink the whole damn thing right now. I love apple juice. Now I'm gonna have to pay for that because that was supposed to be shared. So see, this I love my appy juice. So getting into this next game here, it seems like we're probably going to be, actually no, Sonix is actually backing off, so we're actually going to see a stage switch. I was pretty content with the idea that we're probably going to be sticking it out.
I'm gonna guess Myran has banned. No, I don't. It's closed right now.
Okay.
If I had to guess, I'm going to say Myran. I don't know the stage list for this tournament, actually. I'm going to guess Myran banned FD Kalos. Sonix probably takes him to town here, if I had to guess.
If Yoshi's is left open. Oh, yeah, okay. He did run into town.
Probably Kalos Yoshi's, actually, now that I'm thinking of it, were the 2 stages banned by Myran. Because who the hell is going to want to play Sonic on Kalos?
No, absolutely not. You get the flat stage layout, you get the ability to pressure people on the walls, and he doesn't die because it's Kalos. So, no thank you. I'm cool with that.
But either way, Sonic's already off the bat making Myran's counter pick, or sorry, making his own counter pick. This is his look very, very, very promising for him. 71% off the bat before Myran even begins to think about challenging him. Does get 43% on now, and he's looking for that up smash out of shield. Ajax, he wants it.
It's so good, because he's consistently just been forcing Sonic's 2-up position where he wastes his jump, or he uses it, and then he commits to a homing attack. So what does he do? He covers it immediately with up smash. That takes an entire burst option away from Sonic's, which is very crucial.
Well, and the one thing extremely crucial that I want to point out here is because of Town's extremely short side blast zones, Blue Pikmin back throw or Blue Pikmin F throw, it's going to be a problem here for Sonix. I think if I had to guess because of his weight class, he'll probably start dying to it with full DI around 110-ish.
Give or take, yeah, and then there's also the fact that Sonix gets earlier kill from forward airs off stage too. And that back air as well, catching him center stage. Let's get some nice in the chat for that one. So this, oh, never mind, it's gone already. All right, so my fault. To get rid of it.
Rip.
Killed the mood. Vibe check. All right. So, Sonic's now going to be pushing in because he wants to get as much damage as he can as possible, because right now this is what I refer to as borrow time stocks. You want to get as much trades as you can that favor you so you could deal with Myran, and that down smash at the ledge is so good at just baiting out a defensive option.
He got hit on the, we'll call it the wrong hitbox, specifically just because it's sent to the opposite blast zone. If that had been on the right side of Myran, Sonix was probably dying for his sins there. But speaking of dying, that back air with purple Pikmin, absolutely going to take that stock out. So
that is a mean ass move. That's the only way to put it. It hurts so much.
It's a crime sometimes, dude.
Like, everything about it is just like the hit sound. It basically turns him into a dead character because that forward air is going to be followed all the way off stage. Great job sniping out his, like, kind of falling asleep at the wheel at the high recovery there.
Yeah, speaking of mean-ass moves, yeah, that. Spin charge into fair off stage at the ledge. Absolutely going to evaporate Myron's stock there, especially on town. Now Myron's got to play with a full stock disadvantage, and sure, he did pretty well last game, but that was when it was mostly even. Now that Sonix has the lead, he has the ability to just play his game. Exactly.
It just occurred to me, I now remember why this stage is pretty solid for Sonix in this matchup. See where he keeps going when it's uncomfortable? Right to that platform. You know what Olimar can't do? He can't just chill there without a full commitment jump to go try and hit him, which is relatively reactable by Sonix. So he's putting himself in a position where he can slow down the clock. And why does he have 3 purples? Excuse me. This is not safe.
Okay?
This is the danger zone. Please do something about this, Sonix. I am getting scared.
Sakurai, is this allowed? Are we gonna have to, like, is this, like, ban-worthy? What? Who let this be a thing? Why is triple purple allowed? Myron still, though, hasn't been able to find a single hit with them. He's just throwing them out, and Sonix... He knows that purple Pikmin spell trouble, so he's staying as far away from them as possible.
Nobody want to interact with that. Stay far away. This man straight up decided to enter the cheat codes. Remember we talked about TAS runs for speed runs earlier? He decided to just go ahead and convert it. So this is actually crazy. I think it's the first time I've seen triple purple, but the one of them at least is finally gone. The squad has one less to deal with.
Myron's just desperately chasing Sonix around here. Sonix is playing Avoidance so well. Only 60% here. F Smash is going to do a little bit, but it's still not enough to kill, and that purple is now gone. Myron no longer has that big powerhouse. Never mind, he does yet again.
Yeah, he's got one left, so he's probably going to try and hold on to it unless he realizes he can't get in, which he did just now, so he can throw it immediately, and then tracked him down. He knew that that's the way he's been behaving off the platform all this game and sniped it. He's still in a doable position if Sonix can't find like a solid edge guard off stage or get that forward smash off like in center stage that he wants.
Well, here's the thing. Sonix in that one edge guard just killed 2 Pikmin, and he's looking for the up air to end all up airs. Instead, it's just going to be the F tilt that doesn't quite kill Myron, but it is going to put him way off stage. A position where he has to recover against Sonix ledge trapping, which is very difficult to get around.
Yeah,
Comes back to stage, though.
One of those purples is straight up faithful. Like, it has refused to go down. That purple is
ride or die, man.
The trip. Like, and even after he lost the second one and he got back, he still got one in the lineup. And now the blue is also, actually, it was ticking on Sonix. Oh, never mind. It was third off stage. So
it was the yellow. Back. It was the yellow that was ticking, but Nair? No way Nair kills there. That's so unfair.
So good. Yeah, it was probably, I went back and looked at it. He actually crossed him up, so it was probably something where he assumed that he had to hold as like maybe away, and because he got crossed up on there, he was actually holding in on that position. So he went straight up with that one. So that's most likely
DI mix-ups. Yeah, DI mix-ups are a thing that hurts quite a bit in this game more often than not. I've seen some people dying ridiculously early because honestly, like, and I have to give a lot of props to Sonix for doing that because DI mix-ups aren't easy to pull off, especially on a player as cerebral as Myron is. So being able to essentially trick him into holding the wrong direction off of that attack, it's impressive, and it is going to win him the game there.
Yeah,
now
his
going
brain
into game
is indeed big for sure.
So here, Myron's going to want a small stage, and there it is. I was about to say I was either going to say Smashville or small battlefield because there's no way that Myron wants to run it back to either Town and City or even Kalos there. There's no way he wants to go anywhere near a long stage.
Is just still ready to run that fade. This man is going straight in. I love the music we got going on in the background. Things are getting a lot more hyped up, and they are swinging. Myron immediately answering back, looking for the down air at the ledge. Absolutely good delay from Sonic, as well as not the buffered roll, because a lot of people will instantly get scared of that situation and just run straight into Myron's down smash.
And now he is getting caught off stage just a little bit, but the homing attack to come back is going to be fan-flippin-tastic, so he's not going to lose it quite yet. But Myron's setting himself up pretty well on this stock until Sonix takes the lead. Never mind, he's no longer set up pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, I was about to say he is 100% trying to bait that jump reaction out of him. Instead, set himself on the platform, but gets reversed for it. He's got it. Yeah, you have to dip away. That purple is in the lineup right now. Not only is the throw available, but he's going to be looking to up smash punish any attempted homing attacks or a misplaced side B.
It's not going to be pretty, but with only 0.3% separating the two of them, it's going to come down to a back air like that. Sonix actually goes high there, and I don't know if it was on purpose, but he killed 2 purples with that fair, which is...
And that's a 2-for-1 specialty right there.
Maybe a little bit more painful than death itself, but Myran makes do with what he's got. He gets the red, takes him down.
Sometimes
now
you just
got
gotta do
it. It's going to be all about how much extra credit Myran can build here. It's going to be like how much Sonix is going to let him have before he takes this stock.
Exactly. Take advantage. Get the damage over time.
No
Jab locks into
way.
very big damage. Stage positioning. Forces him off. Forces an aggressive option out of him. And that catches people all the time. Because, like, you expect them to just go straight to ledge. And then they decide to dip right up past it with that back air.
Yeah, and I really like that. Like you said, it's a mix-up that not a lot of players make use of, is the ability to go above ledge in this game with certain moves. And Sonix made great use of it there, but here's another jab reset with the purple Pikmin. That's going to be a stock. Myran evaporating that second stock, and what was that, like 3 interactions total?
But, it seemed like it was a very small amount, and he was able to put on so much damage so fast. Now we're in a situation that's very similar to the last way that was played, except it was Myran who was the one who was ahead. Now Sonix, if he could just go ahead and close up the stock very quick, it's still in a relatively comfortable position. But with Myran, with the way that he's been getting big damage off these few interactions, especially the missed techs, you better play super safe because he's going to be looking for another one.
I think that's one of the biggest advantages of going to a smaller stage like Small Battlefield or Smashville, is that there's less space for Sonix to be far away from Myran when he gets hit. So Myran has the opportunity to go for these sorts of tech chases into F smashes, go for these big kill moves. It's working out great. He's up a stock, and he's not looking to let go anytime soon. He's got 34% on the board already, and he's still ticking it up higher.
Yeah, I like the fact that Sonix is being very careful with his commitments to try and kill, too, because you see he's mostly going for safer aerials. He's not trying to hard read anything, because if he puts a smash attack out, he's asking for big damage. It's going to be punishable. He's going to be able to side B. He's going to potentially be able to get a tech chase. And he just can't afford to take that right now, nor can he take an effort at the ledge that up smash did it covered so much distance. I didn't think it was going to send it that far. Now 2 purples on deck, sitting at 102. He still hasn't dealt with them. He gets aggressive again every time he keeps swinging with that back air. This man has got
He gets the platform separation on the Pikmin, so he gets that desync and he sends Sonix right back off stage. He is going to be able to make it back on, but that was looking like Myran could have potentially made it a super scary situation. Not going to turn into that quite yet, though, but I really like the idea of using the platform separation.
Yeah, it's a nice little way to mix up somebody's eyes, too, because you're paying attention to where the two of them are. It's like, wait, which one's active? Currently, the yellow is, but he's still alive. He's got to watch out for the ledge trap here. He's been setting him up a few times to try and possibly get him on dash attack in, or excuse me, roll up with the down smash, but instead he keeps pressuring him, and there's the forward smash again on his approach. Myran
that yellow
brings this to game 5.
That yellow Pikmin doing so much work there at the end, but oh my god, I honestly can't believe that Myran took that. It was looking a little bit dire, especially after the opening. Like, from the word go, Sonix came out of the gate and swung, got like 50, 60% right off the bat.
He was like this close to a 0 to death by just missing that fair, too.
Yeah, and then Myran was like, oh, that's right, I'm Myran, let's go.
Yeah, honestly, like, to be able to have the mental fortitude to make sure that you choose only apple juice.
Choose only apple juice. We're not sponsored by Mott's, but God, I wish we were.
We're trying to get that sponsorship from Mott's. I just love apple juice. But, Myran's ability to play the long game, like, he's so good when he gets into that headset. Like, it's really hard to be able to play a game where Myran is upset with you being away from him. It's like, oh, okay. All right, you want to chill over there? Cool. I'm going to get my lineup set up, and then we're going to play my game. So Sonix can't afford to do that. However, this is Sonic's game now because he gave him Yoshi's.
Uh-oh. This is an unfortunate stage choice, but I'm obviously not going to count Myran out from the word go, right? Like, he can still make stuff happen in this game. But this is most certainly Sonic as a character and Sonix as a player both. One of their best stages. 31% built on Myran, but he is getting this ledge trap pretty well, actually, going to get 51% off of it.
Yeah, like we were saying, this is something that gets said all the time. Sonic does so good here. You get so much big damage. It's easy for him to kind of just track backwards by holding side B at the ledge. You have to approach. However, Olimar can throw stuff at that. And Olimar has the ability to kill super early as well off the side with those purples. So I like the fact that Myran, even though this stage is so good for Sonix, he's chilling right in his face.
You saw that up smash miss by mere inches from taking out Sonix and closing out the first stock. He is going to survive through it. Myran looking for the dare. Not going to find it quite yet, though. He's setting himself up to win this. We were doubting him. Myran's showing us exactly what we know. Like, this is his.
I think this one's going down last stock, last hit. Like, just the way that these like the confidence that these two both have right now, like the commitment, it's pretty much just like, oh, you made this slight mistake, I was able to get the punish. There's nobody who's been over dominant at all when it comes to center stage gameplay. The corner pressure has been going back and forth. Like, it really is just gonna come down to that last bit nail biter, and I cannot wait for it.
Well, Myran right there had the perfect setup to try and take that stock out. He had double purple blue. The blue and one of the purples is going to die, though, so he's not going to be able to get that easy up throw, especially on Yoshi's. Up throw will start killing at like 90, honestly. It's kind of nutty.
Now I'm going to try it again. It's 2 minutes in. Nobody has died just yet. There we go. All right, you're welcome, chat.
Wow, how did you do that?
I just, you feel it sometimes. Speaking of which, so
Speaking of which, yeah, I don't know how that happened, but I'm just gonna call Ajax a witch and move on.
It's a superpower. But going in here into this next stock, those first, like that, this is what I was talking about. The stock was immediately checked. Myran didn't let that get too far out of position. He immediately answered and has evened it back up. And look at, like, just look at how much they've been scrapping. This has been so good. Nobody's been able to take a dominant lead yet.
He is going to sacrifice that purple to knock Sonix out of the spin dash animation, which, I don't know, DeBuzz and I talked about this one time in top 8 of one of the Galaxy Gambits, where Myran's biggest worst habit is not actually holding on to his purples. He loves murdering those things. He just throws them off stage into the ether, into the complete nothingness. Speaking of heading into the nothingness, Myran going to be sent into the blast zone by that fair, and now Sonix has taken an extremely large lead here, Ajax.
Yeah, this is massive. Like, Myran has to answer back. Like, Myran needs to answer back and check him real fast. And I think he was listening to you before because he was able to get that triple purple lineup earlier. He's consistently had one on the board for Sonix too, which is pretty much like this kind of given Sonix a reason to stop. It makes him have to think second guess his approach. See, every single time purple's in the way, he will wait. But if it's something else, he's willing to commit, make the approach. Sonix is doing a good job, though, of getting the extra damage on if he just needs to hold on to the stock.
Right, the most campy instance we've seen throughout this entire set was that one time on Town and City where Myran had triple purple. Sonix saw the triple purple come out, and he was like, yeah, I ain't touching that. Get that the hell away from me. And that's the correct thing to do. If you approach a triple purple Olimar, you are just stupid.
Yeah, pretty much. There's not really another answer to that. Just like, look, that is bad times for everybody involved except for the Olimar. Don't do it. And this is also a bad time. Luckily, the purple actually coming in clutch there gets in the way of the attempted up B to try and get the edge guard. Sonix now playing his game. He's going to be looking for a fair off stage if he happens to go for a high recovery again. He's been kind of hunting for it. So Myran playing very far behind here. He needs to find it.
Well, but we've seen what Myran can do with Rage and a couple purples. We saw like over 100% built up in the course of a few seconds. The thing is that he just needs to take this stock off the board, and he'll never get the chance to do so, as that fair is going to catch him coming back to ledge, and Sonix is our first player to move on to winners finals.
F-tilt's such a good option on this stage. It gets earlier kills, it catches